You know, it's interesting. I've been to a few World Glaucoma Congresses in the last decade, and you can feel a palpable difference in the attitude a little bit, a more interventional attitude, an attitude to try to intervene earlier, be a bit more aggressive early on than just wait and see. I think this is again an example of how our field is changing, and I think SLT first line is very much part of that paradigm. You know, I mean, the evidence is pretty strong. The LIGHT trial has been out there for a few years. It's hard to refute it with the pressure lowering, the benefit compared to medication with regards to dermal control. Less secondary surgeries, visual field preservation, but yet I think still there's a gap in terms of actually utilization this way.
Yeah.
And I like to think of things also in terms of just mechanistically and histopathologically. And I often say glaucoma is only young once. We have a chance to treat glaucoma at an early stage. Once we lose that opportunity, the disease is already progressed, it's already old, and you kind of have lesser, even your same therapies don't do as well.
Yeah.
So I think there's actually a clinical reason to do laser first. There's evidence based on that. There's quality of life benefits on that. And even from a structural level, when we think about trabecular meshwork and the chronic inflammation that occurs, the fibrosis that leads to ultimate irreversible changes that then make the next surgical procedure more difficult, I think trabeculoplasty and SLT actually remodels the trabecular meshwork. It rejuvenates it. It brings it back to its youth. And I think that the best time to use it is when the trabecular meshwork is not fully dysfunctional, when it's not structurally damaged.
Yeah.
So I add that as my rationale to do things earlier, and I hope that's kind of a more important reason about why we need to consider it early.
Yeah.
I think that again, multiple studies have shown the benefit for SLT. The safety has been well established, so I think it's hard not to consider it. There are barriers when we talk about a bit about that, why people don't submit to that, but most people you ask about now, they kind of nod that this is kind of the way things are going.